He knows how to bring out the best in people. If they're struggling, he doesn't put them down. He shows them a way to improve without making them feel bad. So that's something that's nice.
He always expects our full potential, and he doesn't have ridiculous expectations of what that full potential is. It's realistic, and I don't think he expects too much from us.
He's a people person too. He's not like a robot that's on the stand. He doesn't demand things from us like that. He understands that we're human and that we all have other, priorities and things to do. So he's very understanding of all the situations that we're in, whether it be sports or other extracurricular activities. So he's a very understanding person.
You know your individual needs too. It's connected with what you need as a person and not just the whole ensemble.
He's not just the band director. He's more like a friend to us, because he always cares about us in a different way. He's not I'm a teacher. I don't care about your problems. If we have to go talk to him about something really important, he'll let us tell him.
Well, like Caleb was saying earlier, he understands that we're humans. So back in our marching season, he had made the schedule a little bit more flexible for everybody, more realistic, for so people can make these rehearsals, and everything is always fun, and he's never really in a terrible mood. Although he's human too, and he gets upset, but you never feel like he's gonna be super mad at you guys or anything like that. It's always, if we make a mistake, then he says, we'll recover from this and we'll just keep pushing forward.
It's funny too because he likes to make jokes on the stand, likes to make imitations of how excuses we make when we can't play something, always tries to make us laugh. And when he does get upset, when he knows some of us don't practice our music or we are continuously messing up a certain section of the music, he gets upset too, but at the same time, we don't get upset back because we understand that this is his passion. I think he spends a lot more time here than he does at his own house. He locks the door to his room more than he locks the door to his own house. So, he's a great guy.
I feel like seeing him get upset pushes us to want to get better, and seeing his extreme dedication to his job just makes us want to keep going forward.
Yeah, you maybe don't want to let him down.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that many of you, the first time you met Mr. Antos was when you were in junior high or middle school. What was your first impression of him, and how did that make you want to be in band at Eisenhower? What were your first impressions?
Knowing he had such a good band here at Eisenhower and just seeing the difference between middle school and high school, it's a little intimidating, but at the same time you want to be that good, and you see that some of the students at Eisenhower in previous years when we were in middle school, going to the co-op concert and seeing his relationship with the students, that was positive to see that he's a positive person, and it'll be nice to be in band, but also that they're so good and he has a way of teaching to make us really awesome.
Do you guys have any favorite stories that sort of illustrate? Yeah, you have a favorite story about Mr. Antos that you can tell that would be for a family program?
I remember my freshman year, I kept complaining about the music that he gave us for the performance band because I thought it was boring. So one day at a basketball game, he came up to me with the symphonic band music, and he gave it to me and said I had half an hour to learn it, and then he'd come back and hear it. And then I did it, and he let me play with the symphonic band, but I always remember that because I thought it was really funny, because instead of telling me to stop complaining, he just gave me the music and challenged me instead.
Us going in there, we were the underdogs. Everybody expected to walk all over us because they're like, oh, they're Eisenhower. had some going on a little bit last year, but this year they expected us to just fall and crack under the pressure. But when we came and did our best on the field, we left it all out there, took first place. We opened a lot of eyes, and that's what we were planning on doing the entire year. We didn't want to let Mr. Antos down because of all the time, energy, and money that he spent into the program. So it was a wonderful feeling when we did take first place for the first, second, third, and fourth time.
Because it's just amazing how the start of marching band season, he had this feeling like right in his gut, like this is our year to take it all. And that's what we did, because past years it was just not well. Like it gave me, like this year it made marching band like good for me. Like I never really liked the marching band, but like it opened my eyes and like I really liked it. I just liked how we all collaborated with each other, and made good music and marched well. And it made me happy. And it made Mr. Antos happy.
It was really an awesome feeling because, like he said, I think even at least the juniors and seniors here right now can relate to a show we had before that wasn't successful, and comparing something that really wasn't successful, that wasn't ready to take to a competition, to having something that was winning first place prizes. It's just an amazing feeling, and being up there and seeing like everyone cheering for you. You see shocked faces because, like previously mentioned, we're Eisenhower. Not many people expected it from us, and to win a first place trophy so early in the season, when we expected to win it maybe towards the middle or the end of the season, thinking like we're already at this level. Let's see how far we can take it.
Did Mr. Antos get nervous that you guys were going to start getting like overconfident? No?
No,
He always kept us pretty humble, making sure that we knew there was always somewhere that we could improve with the show. It was never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
He told us as long as we have fun, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, because that can happen. I mean, you can get a little complacent if you start like winning all the sorts of things.
Yeah, they always want to remind us not to plateau, but to keep improving. So.
Yeah, so does he always like remind you, okay, this was good, but...
Yeah.
He'll always have us go back and watch the video and critique it and be like, this is something you can fix, that's something that you can fix. Just so that we knew that we might have been a good performance and we might have won, but there's still things that can be fixed within it.
And then we're educated about like good college bands, saying, like this is something to be at, and we're not at that level yet. So like that kind of kept us humble. Like when we found out, like say the Blue Devils made like a record with their score, and comparing our scores, like we can push to be awesome, but stay humble.
It's specifically for our school too, because for the longest time we've been that band that's just kind of there, and now because we are that band that's shocking people, we know we can't stop doing that. So we always have to be on our toes to keep them on their toes.
But also, in my opinion, it wasn't always just about winning, because I feel like this year was probably my favorite year out of everything, because even though we started winning, we started being the underdogs to come and take the trophy. It wasn't all that just for me. Like that year I got happy winning, but it was also the environment, like the people that you met. I guess I could say I longed for those days, because I know that see certain people, be around the people that I enjoy being, talking, joking around. So I really wouldn't talk too much about it, just saying like, oh yeah, like we're not underdogs. It wasn't just that. I felt like we started creating a family, even if everybody wasn't as together, to everybody, even though we weren't as united, like best friends, or we were still, part of the same thing. We fostered a connection that kind of, helped us out. I really enjoyed this year, and I don't think like any other year is going to be the same. Granted that I'm a junior and I have one more year, but I'm pretty sure none of the years are going to compare to this one.
Your brother was drum major, right?
My brother, yeah.
Yeah, does he kind of remember Mr. Antos? I'm sure he does, right?
Yeah, he remembers him, and he was always like an inspiration to him, and he always kind of like admired the way that he conducted, and that kind of pushed him to want to be drum major. And he was disappointed at the fact of how our band was freshman year, because we didn't get a chance. We didn't get a chance to compete, and he was like, I don't want to say his dream, but he always wanted to compete to be like best drum major. And to this day, he's sad that he never got the opportunity. He always admired that for him too, so that's kind of what made him want to be.
It was kind of cool though to get to see like the contrast between how the band program was and what it started to become.
Yeah, and that's like, I remember my freshman year how, because it was pretty bad, and into this year it was like,
Sounds like Mr. A lot of coaches could learn a few things from Mr. Antos, right?
yes.
Yeah.